As soon as the video comes up, we'll start our music. Today from Santa Fe College in Gainesville, Florida, it's live coverage of the 2014 USSSA Boys and Girls National Basketball Championships. Today, it's a 10th grade game between the Hawks of Birmingham, Alabama, and the Pride of Lake Worth here in Florida. Hello, everyone. I'm Mike Rideout along with Tyler Tenbig. Our producer is Vince Brown. We welcome you to what should be exciting basketball. I know we saw some exciting basketball last night in the three-point shooting contest, also in the slam dunk contest. Former Gator Teddy Dupay was here last night. Tyler, I know you weren't here last night, but Teddy got a chance to compete against the champion, and boy, well, both of them put on a pretty good show last night, and we're looking for some good basketball here today. The first of 3 games here on Friday with our 10th grade game between the Birmingham Hawks and the Lake Worth Pride, followed by the Magic City Mystics out of Alabama, the Northern Lakers out of Minnesota, followed by the Southern Illinois Select and Triad Thunder out of North Carolina. Should be a good day of basketball.
Yeah, it should, and we were here last year for the Southeast Regional Tournament. Now this is the big tournament. The national tournament is here this weekend, so that's a bunch of different gyms spread throughout the Gainesville area here, the Alachua County region. So it should be some good basketball here from these kids who are, looking to get on with high school, who are looking to, get on with colleges or in some cases high school teams.
All right, let's give you the starting lineups. First for the Hawks of Birmingham, Alabama, coached by Andrew Buckhalter, and will be number 7, Eric Martin, number 12, Keelan Perry, number 13, Keeman Poindexter, number 22, Josh Kimball, and number 24, Corey Davis. For the Lake Worth Pride, coached by Anthony Marshall, their starting 5, number 3, Michael Shakes, number 5, Dearius Davis, number 32, Terrion Miller, number 33, Javaris Jones, and number 41, Tariq Akbar. There's your starting lineups for both teams. We'll take a quick timeout, let you hear from our supporters of this event, and then we will come back with the tip-off of today's game. Again, it's the Lake Worth Pride and the Birmingham Hawks right here on the Prep Zone Sports Network. Live video at theprepzone.com and also live audio only available at floridacast.com. Back to Santa Fe College in Gainesville, Florida, right after this. The Gainesville Sports Commission would like to welcome all athletes, coaches, and families to Gainesville, Florida, and Alachua County, where nature, culture, and sport meet. Most people recognize our community as just being home to the University of Florida and their dozens of national championship sports teams. But every year, the Gainesville Sports Commission plays host to or helps coordinate as many as 40 major sports competitions. As a mid-sized town with big city amenities and venues, Gainesville is the perfect place to host the 2014 USSSA Boys and Girls Basketball National Championship. The following community partners would like to welcome you to Gainesville, Florida: UF Health Shands, Alachua County, City of Gainesville, Florida Sports Foundation, and Alachua County's Visitors and Convention Bureau. Good luck and welcome.
Florida fishing. It's the abounding beauty of the sea at sunrise, the challenge of reeling in the big one, and adventure around the next river bend. It's dropping your line off the pier or feeling the surf at your feet. It's nature in all its beauty. It's Florida, the fishing capital of the world. Get hooked today. Visit flasports.com to request your free Florida fishing guide.
Today's game is sponsored by Visit Gainesville, a destination for outdoor enthusiasts, featuring 8 nearby state parks for hiking, biking, fishing, and freshwater springs for diving. You can also discover antiquing in High Springs and Micanopy, the Florida Museum of Natural History, an array of outstanding bed and breakfast, and delicious farm-to-table dining options. For more information, go to visitgainesville.com, where nature and culture meet.
Mike Rideout and Tyler Tenbig back here at Santa Fe College in Gainesville. And with the officials' names, here's my broadcast partner, Tyler Tenbig.
Thank you, Mike. The referee for today's game is Carlos Matos, and the umpire is Corey Freeman. So just 2 Fs for today's game.
Okay.
16-minute halves.
Yep, we'll play 2 16-minute halves here in our pool play. First of 3 games to be broadcast live today at theprepzone.com. Game schedule. This game was scheduled to tip at 12:45. That could affect our 2:15 game. Could push things back a little bit. Our game times originally scheduled for 12:45, 2:15, and 3:30. So maybe just a little bit behind, but hopefully we'll be able to catch up pretty quickly. All right, here we go. We're ready for basketball. Glad to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. Worldwide on the web at theprepzone.com. Also audio only at floridacast.com. And getting set to jump is that big number 32, Terrion Miller. He is a freshman and blue, but the tip is controlled by the team in white. However, stolen away, and right back comes Jones. So Lake Worth Pride with the basketball, working it inside against the double team. Tough shot, good defense down low as they force the miss there by the big guy Miller, the freshman. And the Hawks back to our left. So the Hawks of Birmingham, Alabama in the white and Lake Worth Pride in the blue. 15:31 to play in the opening half. Still no score. A shot for, that would have been a 2 had it gone. The shot is no good by Poindexter, and it's taken away by the Lake Worth Pride. First of 3 games to be broadcast live here at theprepzone.com. That one ripped down after the miss by Decarius Davis. Hawks back the other way. Davis had it taken away. That's Michael Shakes to the rack, and he lays it in. First basket of the game scored by a sophomore. Michael Shakes puts the Lake Worth Pride on the scoreboard first, 2-0. Poindexter with it. Picked up by Akbar, his twin brother, who actually has gained more weight. And they don't necessarily look like identical twins, the coaches were telling me. 3 attempt missed by Corey Davis, taken away by the Pride. Quickly in the front court is Jones, Javaris Jones. Now they feed it to the left block, turnaround shot, partially blocked. Akbar had his shot blocked, and the Hawks come away with it.
Yeah, Corey Davis. There's 2 Corey Davises on the team, but number 5 for the Hawks is CJ Davis, and number 24, we'll just call him Corey. So that's kind of interesting that they're both named Corey Davis.
Poindexter got tied up. Jump ball call, possession arrow, back to the Lake Worth Pride. 14:02 to play in the first half. 2-0. Lake Worth Pride, leading it on a basket by Michael Shakes. So the Pride trying to add to this 2-point lead early in this first half. Tyler mentioned we'll play 2 16-minute halves. Driving in, missing the shot. In fact, it's an offensive foul called on Javaris Jones. Jones driving in. Coach Marshall didn't like the call, but it is going to be a foul on Jones, his first, team first. And the Hawks will get it back with a chance to tie.
Yeah, it's the toughest call to make if you're an official, the block charge.
Pride extending their defense, causing problems for Poindexter, who gets it away. Now they work it inside. The pass down low is stolen away by Javaris Jones, and then a foul called. Reach-in foul on Josh Kimball. That'll be his first, team first. So
yeah, kind of a shaky start here for both teams offensively.
While we have 3 games that we're broadcasting live today, we'll have 4 games tomorrow, beginning at 2:15 p.m. And then on Sunday, we'll broadcast all 6 games, or 6 games here at Santa Fe College. They're in Gainesville, Florida, driving in, missing the shot. Well, missing the shot originally was Michael Shakes, but following it in was Terrion Miller. That's the first basket of the game for Miller. Miller has 2, Shakes has 2, and it's a 4-0 lead for the Pride with 12:18 to play in the opening half. Kimball with it. Feeds it in the right corner. Poindexter now driving in. The floater left it short, and it's rebounded along the baseline by Jones. Jones quickly into the front court. Down the lane, Jones. Off the glass, no good. The follow attempt, no good. And getting the rebound was Jones again, and this time he got fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Yeah, Lake Worth has definitely been the more aggressive team so far. They're getting to those loose balls, and they're crashing the board. So the Hawks have got it from Birmingham, have to tidy up those little things if they want to stay in this game early.
Well, let's see. I'm not sure if they called that on 15. It looked like the official indicated 25, but I don't see a 25. The first free throw is good by Javaris Jones. We'll double check the foul situation at the half. 11:48 to play in the first half. 5-0 Lake Worth Pride. That's the first point of the game for Javaris Jones, the freshman, with his second attempt. And he puts it on the back of the iron, and the Hawks come away with it. Hawks still trying to get on the scoreboard. Under 12 minutes to play. We played over 4 minutes of this first half without a Birmingham, Alabama basket. Martin swings the pass up top to Davis. Now a try for 3 on the way. No good by Poindexter. And the rebound is to Davis. Davis now to Jones, who missed the shot, but he got fouled. That will be a blocking foul on Poindexter, his first, team second. And that will put Javaris Jones back at the free throw line to shoot 2 shots.
Yeah, and some of the Birmingham Hawks players have their last names on their jerseys, but Davis has McDonald on his jersey, and a couple of the players don't have that on their jerseys, so it's kind of a neat touch that they have on their uniforms.
Jones' free throw gives him 2 points. 11:23 to play in the first half. 6-0 Lake Worth Pride with an early lead. Jones now with 2 points, matching that of Shakes and Miller. And his second free throw now gives him a team-high 3 points, and it extends the lead 7-0 Lake Worth Pride by 7 with 11:19 to play in the opening half of play. That ball stripped away by Akbar. And let's see, one official calls timeout heading to the scores table. I'm not sure they did call a foul. They might have called. Okay, the ball's going to remain with the Hawks. I'm not sure if they called a foul there. I didn't see an indication of a foul. I think they may have called him for traveling.
They didn't have the total fouls on the scoreboard, so yeah. I think they're just trying to get that cleaned up a little bit.
All right, so the Hawks retain possession, driving in, leaving it just short was Perry. Keelan Perry with a miss, and back come the Lake Worth Pride. Davis with it. Long 3, no good. Boy, they got the height advantage, don't they? That's a big rebound there by Miller. A 3 attempt, no good, but after the miss, Jones went after it and was able to cause a jump ball, and the possession arrow points to Lake Worth.
Yeah, they definitely have the height advantage in there, whether it's Akbar or Terry and Miller. They've got that height advantage for sure.
10:44 to play in the first half. 7-0. Lake Worth Pride with the lead and the basketball. How about the high socks here on number 5?
Yeah.
Davis. Decarius Davis with those high black socks. Shot with the right hand in the paint. No good by Akbar. Kept alive, though. Follow shot no good by Miller. Another offensive rebound. They are crashing the boards and looking to take maybe as much as a double-digit lead if they can hit a long-range shot. 7-0, they lead it. Here's a chance to take the double-digit lead, but the shot no good by Davis, and finally a rebound to the Hawks. Hawks have been getting out-rebounded, though. And a foul call before the shot, no basket. Davis hit the shot, but no basket. Foul was called before the shot on Decarius Davis. That'll be his first, team second. Substitution for the Hawks. Checking in is Sean Spencer, number 15, and checking out is number 12, Keelan Perry. They almost throw it away. In fact, they do. Stolen away on the baseline by Jones. Jones swings the pass in the front court, ahead to Shakes. Shakes had a man open, didn't see him. Deflected and stolen by the Hawks. And all swatted away by Davis as he reached in and knocked it away. Substitution for the Pride. Checking out is Akbar. Checking in, number 12, Melvin Stinson, a sophomore. 9:47 to play. Backdoor pass. Shot was no good by Spencer. They're going to call a jump ball on the rebound. Another substitution for the Lake Worth Pride. And here's the other twin. Malik Akbar checking in. He will check in for Michael Shakes. 9:34 and counting here in the first. Actually, they're not running the clock right now. There it goes. 7-0 Lake Worth Pride as the Hawks still trying to get on the scoreboard here in this first half. Pass to the top of the key, but nothing there for Kimball. After a miss inside, it's rebounded by Akbar.
Yeah, and the clock didn't run. When soccer, the clock doesn't stop, so it's
Akbar
issues at the clock.
Able to feed it off to Melvin Stinson. Stinson lays it in, and 4 of the 5 starters have scored for the Lake Worth Pride. And Andrew Buckhalter, head coach of the Birmingham, Alabama Hawks, wants a timeout. 9-0 Lake Worth Pride out in front. Back to Santa Fe College right after this quick timeout here at theprepzone.com.
The Gainesville Sports Commission would like to welcome all athletes, coaches, and families to Gainesville, Florida, and Alachua County, where nature, culture, and sport meet. Most people recognize our community as just being home to the University of Florida, and there are dozens of national championship sports teams. But every year, the Gainesville Sports Commission plays host to or helps coordinate as many as 40 major sports competitions. As a mid-sized town with big city amenities and venues, Gainesville is the perfect place to host the 2014 USSSA Boys and Girls Basketball National Championship. The following community partners would like to welcome you to Gainesville, Florida: UF Health Shands, Alachua County, City of Gainesville, Florida Sports Foundation, and Alachua County's Visitors and Convention Bureau. Good luck and welcome.
All right, my apologies there. Thought that was a 60-second timeout, just a 30-second timeout. As the Hawks come away with a loose ball, they trail 9-0 with 8:40 to play. And now a timeout call. We have an injured player for the Hawks. That is Josh Kimball, who is going to have to head to the bench. And coming in will be Eric Martin. Actually, C.J. Davis, number 5, is on the floor now for the Hawks. He was not in the starting lineup. Pass stolen away by Davis. Decarius Davis going to try to lay it up and swat it away. Boy, great defensive play by Davis. How about that, Tyler?
Yeah, that was a good play, and he didn't give up on the play. Not going to concede the easy layup. You're down 9-0. You are struggling offensively and are getting outplayed here, but the other Davis, Corey, made a nice play. They're not giving up on that play. Good defensive play by 24 there for the Hawks.
8 minutes, 28 seconds to play. Opening half, 9-0. Lake Worth Pride leading it. They have 4 of their 5 starters have scored in this opening half. Double team in the corner, but saved into the hands of Jones. And they feed it to the right block. Shot off the glass, good for Melvin Stinson. Stinson has scored 4 points off the bench. And the Lake Worth Pride with a double-digit lead, 11-0 here in this first half. So a great start for the Lake Worth Pride from the Sunshine State right here in Florida. Long 3 up top, back of the iron, no good. That might have been the closest they've come to scoring. Davis almost knocked down that shot. Outlet down the floor, and another lay-in for Stinson. 6 points for Stinson. The rest of his teammates have a combined 7 points, and it's a 13-0 lead for the Lake Worth Pride.
Yeah, and he's a pretty big young man there, and he's running the floor pretty well. Stinson getting up and down that floor to get those 6 points.
Loose ball, and we may have a jump ball. No, taken away.
Wow.
Jones got his hand in there, stripped it away, and he tried a little showtime, missed the dunk, but got fouled. and he'll head to the line to shoot 2 shots. That foul on Corey Davis, that's his first, team 4th. And that will put the Lake Worth Pride at the free throw line to shoot 2 shots. And once again, it will be Javaris Jones. All of his points have come from the free throw line so far. He's got 3. First free throw, no good. 13-0. Lake Worth Pride leads it with 7:26 to play in the first half. Jones set for his second free throw. And he missed them both. Rebounded by the Hawks. Hawks have been beaten on the defensive boards. A lot of offensive rebounds in this first half for the Pride.
Yeah, the height disadvantage are the Hawks, but you still got to find a way to hold your own on the defensive glass.
And that was a big sequence there. After 2 missed free throws, they got the rebound. An air ball in the left corner by Martin. Here come the Pride back to our right. Davis, lob pass inside. Tough shot. It won't go down for Jones. The follow also no good. And finally taken away by the Hawks. But taken right back by Jones, who has his shot blocked away. Rebounded, though, kept alive by Decarius Davis, and now they'll back it out. Timeout called by the Lake Worth Pride. We'll take a 30-second timeout. 6:43 to play in the first half. 13-0. Lake Worth Pride leads it from Santa Fe College here in Gainesville, Florida.
Today's game is sponsored by Visit Gainesville, a destination for outdoor enthusiasts, featuring 8 nearby state parks for hiking, biking, fishing, and freshwater springs for diving. You can also discover antiquing in High Springs and Micanopy, the Florida Museum of Natural History, an array of outstanding bed and breakfast, and delicious farm-to-table dining options. For more information, go to visitgainesville.com, where nature and culture meet.
Mike Rideout, Tyler Tenbig, our producer and camera operator Vince Brown, back here at Santa Fe College in Gainesville, Florida, the site of the 2014 USSSA Boys and Girls Basketball National Tournament. Glad to have you aboard wherever you may be. We have live audio only available at floridacast.com. There's also a link for it where we have our video stream at theprepzone.com, www.theprepzone.com. 13-0.
Yeah, and I mentioned 16 sites around Gainesville: Buchholz, GHS, Oak Hall, Santa Fe, The Rock, O'Connell Center, Southwest Rec Center are some of the sites that are hosting, along with Santa Fe here, are hosting this national tournament this weekend.
Hawks in a 2-3 zone right now, and they almost force a turnover, deflected out of bounds. It remains with the Pride. 6:28 to play in the first half, and the Hawks have yet to score. 13-0. Lake Worth Pride leads it. Don't forget our next game coming up. Following this one will be an 11th grade boys game between the Magic City Mystics out of Alabama, as the basket good underneath left side. Laying it in was Miller, and Terrion Miller now has 4 points. It's 15-0. Mystics will take on Northern Lakers out of Minnesota in the next game, and then Southern Illinois select Treon Thunder, North Carolina in the 9th grade game. Ball stolen away, outlet down the floor, and laid up and in by Decarius Davis, and that is his first basket of the game. So 4 of the 5 starters have scored for Lake Worth Pride, and they have extended the lead. It's 17-0. Boy, do the Hawks need a basket, and they need it in a really bad way. Last touch there by Lake Worth Pride. So it will remain with the Hawks from Birmingham, Alabama.
And you know, the Hawks are obviously they're a little bit deflated. They haven't scored, and there's 5 minutes to go, over 5 minutes, but they're still playing hard.
That's a 2 if it had gone, and again, the height advantage leading to a rebound for Terrion Miller. Now here's Stinson. He's come off the bench to score 6 points in this first half. Give him 8. The big guy banking it home.
And he switched hands there too with that soft touch to lay it off the glass, and he's impressive.
19-0. Tough shot, but it goes down for Keeman Poindexter. Well, it came with 5:22 to play in the first half, but there's your first basket of the game for the Birmingham, Alabama Hawks.
Yeah, and that was a tough shot by Poindexter there, but he made it, definitely earned it there.
That goes off the hands of the Hawks. It will remain with Lake Worth Pride. Davis had it in his hands and lost it. 5:08 to play in the first half. Lake Worth Pride 19, Birmingham Hawks of Alabama 2. Here in this boys' 10th grade game. Stinson gets it in to Akbar. A 3 try, no good. Long rebound, tapped out and controlled by C.J. Davis. Poindexter, left of the lane. Stolen away, but stolen right back by Kimball. Now here's Davis for a 3. Still having a tough time getting the ball in the basket. Outlet ahead to Davis. Let's see what the call is here. Actually, it's just going to go back to the Hawks.
Is that Akbar 41 or is that Davis?
Tariq Akbar is number 41.
Yep.
His
brother is on the
twin
bench
brother
right now.
is number 42. It would be probably kind of bad if they could share the numbers since they look alike. Identical.
Well, if they
twins.
played football and one played offense and one played defense, they could share the number.
That's a good point. Very
Although
good.
I don't know why they still do that in football. There's
Right.
enough numbers to go around.
That last foul called on Poindexter. Keeman Poindexter, who has the only basket of the game for the Hawks, now has 2 fouls. 4:23 to play in the first half, 19-2. Lake Worth Pride leads it. Inbounds pass to Stinson. Stinson, can he get double figures? No, his shot was blocked away by C.J. Davis. They've got numbers back the other way. Good pass back inside. Reverse layup. No good. Poindexter couldn't get it to go down. Outlet down the floor. Stinson now, man on man, misses the bank, but goes after and gets his own rebound. Good hustle play there by the sophomore. A shot in the lane, no good. An air ball by Shakes rather. Here come the Hawks back the other way, and well, Davis was a little short on that dunk attempt.
Yep, just a bit. Probably should have pulled it out, run some offense.
Miller baseline shot, no good. Rebounded by Corey Davis. Davis, little shake and make move, a little bit too much shaking and not enough bacon.
Yeah, Shakes lived up to his name there. He wasn't going to get shaken out there. Or juked out by all the shakes from the defender.
Turnover goes back to Lake Worth Pride. 3:35 to play here in the first half. 19-2. Lake Worth Pride with a 17-point advantage. You know, we also had the dunk contest last night, right after the three-point shooting contest. I really enjoyed the three-point shooting contest. It's also good to see Teddy Dupay competing in the three-point shooting contest, former Mr. Basketball, and actually Billy Donovan's first recruit at the University of Florida.
Yes, he was.
Turnaround shot in the lane, good, as Terrion Miller has 6 points, and they extend the lead to 19. It's 21-2 with 3 minutes and 18 seconds to play in the first half.
He was Billy Donovan's first recruit at Florida.
A 3 attempt, good. They needed that. That is Tadarian Roper. His first basket of the game, and it's 21-5. Maybe that'll give him a little momentum. Stolen away. Pass was picked out by Davis. Now here's Davis again. His try for 3 is good. 21-8. They're within 13 with 2:47 to play in the half. Alley-oop. Showtime. The two-handed flush. And Terrion Miller, the freshman, with 8 points on a beautiful alley-oop play.
He got up there. He's got some ups, and he's only a freshman, so he can only get better.
Nice play as Shakes picked the pocket. Now dishes back left side, and Davis lays it in. DeCarius Davis with 4, and it's 25-8. 2:18 to play in the first half. Roper cut off. There's another 3 attempt. That one rims out for Kimball.
Here we go again.
Look out, another showtime. Miller again, and he's in double figures with 10. 27-8, under 2 minutes to play in the first half.
And he's got more points than the Hawks do right now.
That's right.
By 2.
Try for 3 by Spencer is no good. And that's going to be a reach-in foul on Spencer. Sean Spencer picks up his first.
Seemed like he took more of the collision there than the guy who got fouled.
That's a 6th team foul, so one more and they'll be in the bonus. We have 1:39 to play in the first half. 27-8, Lake Worth Pride. Pass out left corner, but Miller backs it out. No shot clock. These teams can hold it as long as they choose. Although Lake Worth has been on the attack all day, I don't expect them to pull it out and run any clock here. That foul will go on Josh Kimball. That's his second. And that will send the sophomore, Michael Shakes, to the line. His first free throw attempts of the game. And it comes with 1 minute and 19 seconds to play in the first half.
Now, you don't want to see teams go into the stall tactics in any level of basketball. It's just not how the game is supposed to be played.
First free throw good. He's got 3 points. Actually, I said Shakes, but instead it's 33, not 3 who they sent to the line. So that's Jones shooting 2.
So now he's got 4 points in.
Originally, 3 went to the line as the second free throw is good. He got them both. 117 and counting, 29-8, a 21-point lead for the Lake Worth Pride. First half action from Santa Fe College here in Gainesville, Florida. Follow-away shot left of the lane. The bank wouldn't go. Poindexter trying to bank it home, and it's rebounded by Malik Akbar. How about the big guy down the lane? Misses the shot. The follow by his twin brother, no good. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tariq. You can see the twins. You can definitely tell that Malik has got a little bit more size on him.
And he's a little shorter.
They're identical twins, number 41 and 42 for the team in blue. But you wouldn't know that by looking at them because of the weight difference. 29-8, Hawks trail. And a whistle. We'll have a foul against the Pride. This will be on Shakes. That'll be his first, team third. So it'll be a throw in. Kimball will throw it in on the right baseline. Kimball.
Nice inbounds.
Roper, instead of a 3, will drive in. Heavy traffic, missed the shot. He got knocked down though and draws the foul.
But that's a smart play though. Knew that he was probably going to get fouled. He got fouled by at least 2, maybe 3 Lake Worth defenders there, Pride defenders, and now he gets two shots at the line. It's a high percentage play.
That'll send the Hawks to the free throw line. Roper adds to his total. He's got 4 now. And it's 29-8 with 29.6 seconds to play in the half. Melvin Stinson returns. He's got 8 points off the bench today. Checking out is Decarius Davis. Second free throw by Roper on the way. Hits the iron. He gets the shooter's roll as it drops in. 5 points for Roper. And the pass stolen away. Loose ball on the floor. And we're going to have another jump ball. Stops the clock with 23.6 seconds to play, but the possession arrow points to Birmingham. Folks, I'm not sure if you can hear that buzz on your end. If you can, our apologies. We'll have a little bit of a buzz on our end. They're going to hold for the final shot, I think. Let's see. No, they'll go ahead and take a 3. Perry shot, no good. But
and now they'll probably hold for
I
the
would
final
think
shot.
so with 15 seconds to play. Davis needs some help. Cross-court pass over to Poindexter. Poindexter's 3 is no good. Big rebound for Davis. Then he lost it as he falls down. Shakes with 2 seconds. Outlet down the floor. They're not going to get the shot off in time. That is the end of the first half. A dominating first half for the Lake Worth Pride, who, well, it took until the 5:22 mark left in the first half before the Hawks could get on the scoreboard. And at the end of the first half, the Pride find themselves up by 19, our halftime score. Lake Worth Pride 29, Birmingham Hawks of Alabama 10, here in this boys' 10th grade game in the USSSA Boys and Girls Basketball National Championships. We'll take a timeout, come back with our first half totals right after this timeout at theprepzone.com and floridacast.com.
The Gainesville Sports Commission would like to welcome all athletes, coaches, and families to Gainesville, Florida, and Alachua County, where nature, culture, and sport meet. Most people recognize our community as just being home to the University of Florida and their dozens of national championship sports teams. But every year, the Gainesville Sports Commission plays host to or helps coordinate as many as 40 major sports competitions. As a mid-sized town with big city amenities and venues, Gainesville is the perfect place to host the 2014 USSSA Boys and Girls Basketball National Championship. The following community partners would like to welcome you to Gainesville, Florida: UF Health Shands, Alachua County, City of Gainesville, Florida Sports Foundation, and Alachua County's Visitors and Convention Bureau. Good luck and welcome.
Florida fishing. It's the abounding beauty of the sea at sunrise, the challenge of reeling in the big one, and adventure around the next river bend. It's dropping your line off the pier or feeling the surf at your feet. It's nature in all its beauty. It's Florida, the fishing capital of the world. Get hooked today. Visit flasports.com to request your free Florida fishing guide.
The world of internet sports broadcasting is rapidly expanding into the amateur ranks. Schools, high school and college, as well as minor league sports clubs are finding out about the hottest new streamer on the planet, EasyStream.com. In just minutes, your crew can have its sporting events live and on the internet. For more information, call 800-866-7510 or log on to EasyStream.com. EasyStream, streaming made easy.
Today's game is sponsored by Visit Gainesville, a destination for outdoor enthusiasts, featuring 8 nearby state parks for hiking, biking, fishing, and freshwater springs for diving. You can also discover antiquing in High Springs and Micanopy, the Florida Museum of Natural History, an array of outstanding bed and breakfast, and delicious farm-to-table dining options. For more information, go to visitgainesville.com, where nature and culture meet.
Welcome back to Santa Fe College here in Gainesville, Florida. Our halftime score: Lake Worth Pride 29, the Birmingham Hawks of Alabama 10. Let's take a look at our scoring totals for both teams. First, for the Pride, they were led in the first half by Terrion Miller, who scored 10 points. The freshman single-handedly scored as many points as the Hawks in the first half. Also, 8 points for Melvin Stinson, 5 points for Javaris Jones, 4 points for Decarius Davis, and 2 points for Michael Shakes. A total of 29 first half points. For the Hawks, they were led in scoring by Tadarian Roper, who had 5 points, 3 points for Corey Davis, and Keeman Poindexter only had 2. But it was a big 2 because that was their first 2 points of the game, and it didn't come until there were 5 minutes and 22 seconds to play in the first half.
No, they got up to a awful offensive start, I guess, for lack of a better word, but or term. But they managed to, it was 17-0, but they pretty much played them even for the last 5.5 minutes. So they didn't quit, and that's what you want to see from your team. And they just got to keep chipping away and hopefully make it, a close game here down the stretch and put some pressure on the Pride.
Well, don't forget, coming up next, it will be the Magic City Mystics of Alabama and the Northern Lakers of Minnesota in the boys' 11th grade game. Southern Illinois Select and Triad Thunder of North Carolina in the 9th grade game coming up this afternoon. Scheduled to start at 3:30, but our second game scheduled to start at 2:15, so likely will be pushed back just a little bit. Other scores from yesterday: NTF North fell to K-City 44-32. This is pool play for 10th grade boys. Also, Lake Worth Pride lost to Boynton Heat 63-51. Reach Higher Kings defeated Magic City Mystics 61-34. The Birmingham Hawks fell to Southern Illinois Select 64-43. And then the game earlier this morning here at Santa Fe College, Triad Thunder fell to Boynton Heat 59-34. So we are ready for second half action. Mike Rideout along with Tyler Tinbeg, our producer and camera operator Vince Brown. Glad to have you aboard wherever you may be. We have live audio available at floridacast.com, and we are also streaming live video today and archive video at theprepzone.com. Hawks in white, Lake Worth Pride in blue, and the Pride will have it to begin the second half.
You see the Illinois team sitting behind us, but you don't see any of the teams playing in the next game. The Illinois team from Southern Illinois not playing until the third game or the fourth game here today, so.
Actually, it would be the fifth game. There were 2 games prior to this one. Actually, 3 games. Wait, 2 games. 10-15 game. Had 2 games prior to this one. So 16-minute second half here in this 10th grade pool play. Spin move, basket good by Miller. So Miller now has outscored the Hawks today, 12-10.
Yeah, he played them even in the first half, 10-10.
That ball knocked away. It will remain with the Hawks. 15:38 to play in the game. 31-10, Lake Worth Pride. Davis thought about a 3, instead gave it up. Step back 3, no good by Roper. Kept alive though by the Hawks. Lake Worth Pride, easily the taller team. And they have grabbed a number of big offensive rebounds. Just a big 3 there by Eric Martin. The interesting thing is, of their 4 field goals, Tyler, the Hawks, 3 of them
threes, yeah.
behind the arc, yeah.
Well, they're, I guess, taking advantage of their lack of size by trying to shoot and pull those big guys away from the perimeter.
Well, there's a good example of that height advantage. You saw Miller was the only guy in blue around 4 white jerseys, and he kept getting the rebound. Let's see, who do they call that foul on? They don't put the numbers up on the scoreboard, so I'm not quite sure. Maybe 24. He held up looked like a 5. A try for 3 is no good by Davis. Loose ball, and we're going to have a foul. This time clearly identified as number 13, Poindexter, and I've got him with 3 fouls. .52 to play in the basketball game. 31-13, Lake Worth Pride leads it. Poindexter reaches in and ties it up. That time, good defense by Poindexter, forcing the turnover as the alternating possession points to Birmingham. Substitution, Melvin Stinson returns for Lake Worth Pride. Javaris Jones will check out. Hawks need to make a run, Tyler.
Yeah, they do. They played them even. If they hadn't gotten down 17-0 and just played a little bit better in that first 10 plus minutes of that first half, they'd be right in there. But they couldn't throw the ball in the ocean to start the game, and so far, and right now they're paying for it. Down 18 points here.
Follow-away shot rims out for Davis. Outlet ahead to the other Davis. And Decarius Davis lays in. They also whistled a foul. It's a 3-point opportunity coming up, and that's Poindexter, and Poindexter has picked up unofficially his 4th. He is heading to the bench. I don't think he has fouled out. Tyler, if you could check and make sure that's 4 fouls and not 5 fouls, just to confirm.
It is 4.
Okay, all right, we got it right then. And a three-point play opportunity here for Davis, who knocks it down. He's got 7 points, and with 14:29 to play, it's now 34-13. But your point was a good one, as that try for three rims out for Roper. You know, they have played them even since they were outscored 17-0 in the game. In fact, it's 17-13 now after, you know, that three-point play. But they had played them pretty even up until that point.
They've still only made 4 baskets, and 3 of them have been threes, and they're still getting pounded on the boards, but they found a way to play better, a little bit better defense, and just find and get the open ball move and get the open looks with those threes.
Yeah, and by comparison, Lake Worth Pride has no shots behind the arc, but when you can rebound,
yeah,
and
there's
you're
no reason to.
as big as, exactly, when you're as big as they are, you don't have to shoot the three. 2-3 zone. Ball stolen away, anticipated it. Stinton's picked it off, but then he double dribbles back the other way.
Yeah, he was worried about stepping out of bounds there on the baseline and got happy feet and took one to and double dribbled and turns it over.
Coach Marshall had a big smile on his face. I think he was just happy to see the big guy get down the floor.
Motoring down the floor, yeah.
Roper. Whistle. And it will remain with the Hawks.
He runs the floor pretty well, though, for
Yeah.
a guy his size. Melvin Stinson does run the floor pretty well.
He's only a sophomore. He's still got room to grow. Well, that was about 6 steps, but the ball got deflected, so that's why it wasn't traveling. Pass inside, stolen away by Davis. Hawks trail 34-13, 13:20 to play. Davis going to launch a three. Back of the iron, no good. Offensive rebound, no. It's taken away by Lake Worth. Taken right back by the Hawks, and once again it's Davis. Davis now gets it back to Roper, who thought about a three. That try for three, no good. Davis with a rebound, weak side rebound.
Yeah, one of these teams will get their first win today. Both teams lost yesterday.
Roper kind of threw it up there. He thought he was going to get contact, but no whistle. And Lake Worth Pride come away with it.
And I don't think Coach Mitchell's too happy with this team right now.
Shot no good by Akbar. Loose ball picked up by Stinson. Layup attempt no good. Gets the follow rebound and sticks it in. Melvin Stinson now in double figures with 10. But Coach Marshall wants a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take one with him. 60-second timeout right here at theprepzone.com and floridacast.com.
The Gainesville Sports Commission would like to welcome all athletes, coaches, and families to Gainesville, Florida, and Alachua County, where nature, culture, and sport meet. Most people recognize our community as just being home to the University of Florida and their dozens of national championship sports teams. But every year, the Gainesville Sports Commission plays host to or helps coordinate as many as 40 major sports competitions. As a mid-sized town with big city amenities and venues, Gainesville is the perfect place to host the 2014 USSSA Boys and Girls Basketball National Championship. The following community partners would like to welcome you to Gainesville, Florida: UF Health Shands, Alachua County, City of Gainesville, Florida Sports Foundation, and Alachua County's Visitors and Convention Bureau. Good luck and welcome.
We have a foul as we're back to the action. Actually, no, excuse me. It looks like they just said it went out of bounds. Checking in. We haven't seen him in a while, but Keelan Perry is back on the floor, number 12 in white. There's Davis inside the arc, and a rebound for Stinson. Akbar lost the handles on it, stolen away, and then a foul called on the Pride. This will be on Shakes. That'll be his second. 12:07 to play in the game. Lake Worth Pride with a big lead, a 23-point lead, 36-13.
Yeah,
Thanks to that 17-0 lead that Tyler mentioned earlier.
Yeah, but they've only scored 7 points so far in the second half. They have increased the lead, but since they're up 17-0, it's kind of like their intensity. They've still maintained, but their intensity's kind of dipped, and the intensity for the Hawks has kind of stayed the same. So they could be up a lot more, and Coach Mitchell thinks they probably should be up a lot more. That's the reason he took that timeout.
Big three there as Roper gets his second shot behind the arc. He's got 8 points. And it's a 20-point game, 36-16, 11:40 to play. Shakes inside, no good. Tapped up, Shakes got it back, puts it in, and draws a foul. Michael Shakes with his 4th point, his first basket of the second half. And that foul called on Perry. Yep, that's his first. Free throw good by Shakes. He's got 3 in the second half, 5 for the game.
Just 2 free throws shot today by the Hawks. 8 alone by Javaris Jones in the first half, and then 2 by Decarius Davis here for Lake Worth Pride. They've shot 10 free throws and made 7 versus 2 out of 2 for the Hawks. But again, that's the size difference too. The Hawks can't stop them inside, so they're getting a lot of free throw opportunities.
CJ Davis looking for his first point to the game. First free throw, no good. Checking back in for Lake Worth Pride is Javaris Jones. Malik Akbar checks out. Second free throw, missed them both, but he goes after and gets his own rebound. Nobody blocked him out, but he misses the follow shot. Lake Worth Pride come away with it. They lead at 39-16, 11:15 to play in the game. Try for 3, back to the iron, no good for Jones. Davis with it now for the Hawks. Perry for 3. With Pride with just under 11 minutes to play in the game, comfortably ahead after the miss, rebounded by CJ Davis. Don't forget, coming up next, it's an 11th grade game, boys basketball, between the Magic City Mystics out of Alabama and the Northern Lakers of Minnesota, who played earlier. They played the game prior to this one. They'll have a second game coming up today. Looking forward to broadcasting that game. We were told a lot of people back in Minnesota will be watching. Pass over to the block. Akbar, turnaround shot, missed badly, rebounded by Davis. We'll have 4 games live tomorrow right here at Santa Fe College. The 2:15, 3:30, 4:45, and 6 o'clock games. On Sunday, we'll have 6 games that we'll broadcast live. See the foul call here. And it's going to be on Tariq Akbar. That'll be his first. But 6 games broadcast live on Sunday. Marty Paulman will broadcast Saturday and Sunday's games. He'll handle the play-by-play. Scott McDaniel, head football coach at Oak Hall High School here in Gainesville, will provide color commentating on Sunday. And Tyler, I guess you won't be here Saturday because you have a 10-year reunion coming up, right?
Yeah, I've got some stuff to do tomorrow, so I will be tied up with that.
Don't you have your high school reunion this weekend? But Tyler is a graduate of P.K. Young here in Gainesville, where one Chris Doring went, former Gator.
Travis McGriff as well.
Yep. A lot of great names from P.K. Young. After the miss, layup good by Roper. And it's 39-18, and they force the turnover. Roper now with 12. He's in double figures. Actually, 10, excuse me.
They've scored 8 points, and they only scored 10 in the first half, and we have almost half the second half to go here.
Yeah, just under 10 minutes. Perry with a miss. Outlet ahead to Akbar. Akbar to Stinson. Oh, how about the move there by the big guy? Can't finish, but a good move. And Davis comes away with it for the Hawks.
Yeah, it was a nice move. He's done that a couple of times. Hasn't been able to finish, but that'll come. But there's a steal by the big fella.
Now, I did notice, that's kind of a dunk layup there, but it still counts the same. 2 points for Javaris Jones.
His first field goal.
Tyler, I don't know if you noticed or not, but it says McDonald on the back of his jersey.
Yeah, I know, on Davis's jersey, but I don't know why it's McDonald. Coach told me it was Davis. He wrote the roster in my scorebook, so unless...
Actually, if you don't mind, just go check that. Coach could have made a mistake. If you could go check the official book over there. We just want to make sure we get that right because Coach told us Davis, but it says McDonald on the back of his jersey. I saw that early in the first half, and I thought really didn't give it much thought because I know that the coach filled out the book for us. Layup good by Tariq Akbar. That's his first basket of the game. And it's 43-18, Lake Worth Pride with 8:48 to play here at Santa Fe College in Gainesville, Florida. Good looking shot there. The three good by Poindexter. His first shot beyond the arc. 5 points for Keeman Poindexter. 43-21. Lake Worth Pride leads at 8:32 to play in the game. Here comes Akbar again. He misses the shot. And Perry lost it, but now able to save it as he tips it out to Davis. We think it's Davis. Tyler's going to come back and let us know. Perry. Cut off. Now a try is no good. Are we still correct?
Yeah,
It
that's not his normal number though, so that's probably why it says. That's why it says McDonald.
Okay, so Corey Davis missed that shot attempt. It says McDonald on the back of his jersey, but that's not his normal number or jersey. Good ball or head fake there, but Jones was cut off. 7:39 to play. 43-21, Lake Worth Pride.
And again, at the threes, 5 of the 6.
There's a basket, and count it. We have a three-point play opportunity coming up as Miller hits the shot and will step to the line for a three-point play the old school way. The foul called on Josh Kimball. That'll be number 3 on Kimball.
Yeah, I don't know who hit that last 3, but they have now hit 5 of their 6 field goals, or have been from three-point range.
Yeah, Eric Martin, Tadarian Roper, and Keeman Poindexter have hit threes here in the second half. And this for a three-point play opportunity, and it rattles home for the big guy. Darian Miller having a pretty good game. The freshman with 15 points, and it's a 25-point lead for Lake Worth Pride. 46-21 with 7:21 to play. Poindexter in the corner now to Roper. Roper swings the pass back out to Poindexter. Almost picked up the foot. He didn't. Well, he double dribbled. It didn't matter. I was going to say he almost picked up that pivot foot and traveled with it anyway, but he still turned it over. Shakes, swings it into the front court, driving in, and a little showtime with authority that time. Jones throws it down. He's got 9. And attempting to become the third player to reach double figures for the Lake Worth Pride. It's 48-21. 6:53 to play. Martin got fouled and will shoot 2.
Well, the Hawks have scored more points in the second half than they did the entire first half. At this point in the first half, they had no points. So at least their offense has picked up, but still they just have never really been in the game.
Yeah, they fell behind 17-0. Didn't get their first point until the 5:22 mark. As the first free throw is no good. Martin with 3 today, 3 points. Eric Martin's second free throw is also no good. He
Shakes has
missed
4 fouls now.
They are now 0 for 6 from the free throw line here in the second half. Can't afford to do that when you're down by such a large margin. Tariq Akbar underneath with his 4th point. All 4 points have come in the second half. It's 50-21 with 6:27, actually 6:25 and counting in the basketball game. Long 3 by Roper, good. He's got 8 of his 13 in the second half.
They can definitely shoot the 3. That's 6 of them today.
All knocked away, but kept alive by Lake Worth. And then the Pride throw it away. Stops the clock with 6:05 to play in the game. 50-24. Lake Worth Pride had a 29-10 lead at the half. Roper into the front court. Davis almost had it stolen away. Last touch, though, by Lake Worth. Well, Jim Keats is in the building, the athletics director here at Santa Fe College. Santa Fe College will begin its first season of play in volleyball this year.
Nick Sharonis, former Gator assistant, will be the head coach. Former St. Francis head coach as well will be the head coach. So they're going to start it right. They got a really good man leading the program here.
And he was here yesterday. I asked him, does he get the my Sharonis? He said, yeah, all the time.
Yes.
An air ball there by Roper. And it's going to go back to Lake Worth Pride. But yeah, you're right. He was at St. Francis Catholic High School last year. Timeout called by Lake Worth Pride. We'll take one with them. Just a 30-second timeout. We'll come back to Santa Fe College. 5:36 to play, 50-24. Lake Worth Pride leads it here in Gainesville.
Today's game is sponsored by Visit Gainesville, a destination for outdoor enthusiasts, featuring 8 nearby state parks for hiking, biking, fishing, and freshwater springs for diving. You can also discover antiquing in High Springs and Micanopy, the Florida Museum of Natural History, an array of outstanding bed and breakfast, and delicious farm-to-table dining options. For more information, go to visitgainesville.com, where nature and culture meet.
50-24 with 5:36 to play. It's been all Lake Worth Pride in this boys 10th grade game. Mike Rideout along with Tyler Tinbig. There's a 5-second count. They turned it over. They forced the turnover. Also, a very special thanks to Vince Brown, who not only is our producer and camera operator, but video extraordinaire. We had some technical issues yesterday, and he got us up and running, so we appreciate his help. He'll be with us for all 4 days of this tournament. Shot inside the arc, good by Davis, Decarius Davis, with 5 in the second half, 9 for the game. They could have as many as 4 players in double figures.
Yeah, and they only have 7 players on with them on this trip. So, and all of them have scored except for Malik Akbar. So they're definitely getting guys in and getting them scoring.
Shot with the left hand wouldn't go down for Eric Martin, and rebounded by Lake Worth. And a foul near midcourt. Going to go against the Hawks. Let's see, who'd they call that on? What's the number to the side? And
probably 22. Is that would be the number to the side? I don't know if Kimball was in the game. He was in the game, so it would be a reasonable assumption to assume that he picked up the foul.
Okay, if so, I'm getting with 4. Pass deflected out of bounds. 4:39 remaining in the game, 52-24. Lake Worth Pride leads it. Coming up next, well, about 10 minutes in between games, and then we'll have our 11th grade game between the Magic City Mystics of Alabama and the Northern Lakers of Minnesota. Our games are archived. You go back and watch them in their entirety. The floater with the right hand is no good, but it's going to be an offensive foul on Michael Shakes. That'll be his 4th foul. And the Hawks will get it back. And a turnover for the Hawks.
Yeah, they just have never had it in this game. They've done a good job of fighting and making it semi-competitive for most of the first half and early part of the second half, but Lake Worth has just had too much size and rebounding potential today, and they've clearly proven that they're the better team, and they'll be getting their first win in this tournament. Unless something crazy happens here in the final 4.5 minutes, which I highly doubt that is going to happen.
No, I think it would take a miracle.
Yeah. No shot clock, it's pretty much impossible.
Either it's a miracle or some magic, and we won't see magic until the next game.
Ba-dum-bum.
With the Magic City Mystics. 4:09 remaining. Well, a foul. This must have been away from the basketball. They're going to call it on Poindexter, and that's number 5 on him. So Keeman Poindexter will foul out with 5 points. It comes with 4:05 to play in the game. 52-24. Lake Worth Pride leads it. And a few substitutions here now. Checking in, number 2, Jaden Bell. Number 9, Marvin Spencer. And also number 5, C.J. Davis returns. Also number 15, Sean Spencer on the floor for the Hawks. They kind of empty up the bench a little bit. Coach Buckhalter putting in some reserves.
Getting a chance to play in a national tournament here. It's big for these kids.
Free throw good by Decarius Davis. And that will put him in double figures now. The sophomore, second free throw good. He got them both. He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. He's got 11 points, and it's a 30-point lead for the Lake Worth Pride with 3:57 to play in the game. Shot left short there by Roper. Rebounded by the Pride. Akbar will dribble it out. Finds a teammate down the floor. And the shot off the glass, no good by Davis. The follow shot by Akbar, no good. Another tip, no good. But how about the height? That's been the difference today. Followed in by Terrion Miller, who's having a nice game with 17 points.
Yes, and they have so many weapons right now with their size. They're going to be a tough out in this tournament in the 10th grade division.
56-24. Shot no good by Jaden Bell. Here comes Shakes the other way. 2-on-2. Shakes with a miss, with the follow there by Davis. 13 for the sophomore. 58-24. Lake Worth Pride with 3:03 to play. After the miss, Roper got his own rebound, dishes it inside, and we're going to have a jump ball as Davis got tied up.
And we're going to have a running clock, it looks like.
Yeah, the clock running now. You're right. Running clock with a 58-24 Lake Worth Pride lead. Under 2.5 minutes to play now. Pressure by the Hawks. Down the lane. Well, he jumped a little bit too soon, but rebounded by Stinson.
Looking to pass it to somebody.
Jones could have brought the house down with that jam. Akbar with a miss. Taken away by Roper. Roper gonna find his teammate. High arcing shot, no good by Jaden Bell, but it went over the backboard and back to the Lake Worth Pride, unless it got tipped. No, it will go to the Pride. 1:50 to play in the game, 58-24. It's good defense that time by C.J. Davis.
Stinson was calling for it too, or whistling for it, or whatever.
Yeah, he's got 10 points today. Stolen away. Here's Davis all alone. Finger roll to the hole, good. 11 of his 15 in the second half. It's 60-24. 1:25 to play in the game. That one short. Lake Worth Pride built an early 17-0 lead in the first half, and they haven't looked back. They are going to cruise to victory here in this one. Another basket laying it in was Akbar. He's got 6. 65 seconds to play. It's 62-24. Roper rims out. And it will go out of bounds. Last touch by the Hawks. (62-24) Lake Worth Pride. Now down to 33 seconds to play.
And I don't think they're going to shoot it again.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to run some clock. Good defense. Roper reached in there. Davis was on him too. Well, that ball almost went in. Actually, they called a foul. He got bailed out. Looked like it was going to be traveling, but the clock's going to run down, and he's going to shoot 2 free throws with no time on the clock. Jaden Bell with a chance to make a basket here or make a point or two. There's the horn, but he's going to get 2 free throws with no time on the clock.
It's almost like a technical foul here
yep.
because, and that's.
He's going to get another one.
It's hard to shoot free throws when there's nobody on the line.
Well, and he missed them both. Had a chance to get in the scorebook, but that's going to do it, folks. Final score, it's all Lake Worth Pride in this one as they win it by the final score of 62-24. They jumped down to a 17-0 lead in the first half, extended it to a 19-point lead at the break, 29-10, and they cruised to a 62-29 victory here in this boys' 10th grade game. Coming up next, it's the Magic City Mystics of Alabama and the Northern Lakers of Minnesota. Once again, the final score in this one, 62-24. Lake Worth Pride defeats the Birmingham Hawks of Alabama. Now speaking for our producer and camera operator, Vince Brown. For my broadcast partner, Tyler Tenbig, I'm Mike Rideout saying so long for now from Santa Fe College here in Gainesville, Florida. You've been watching live coverage of the USSSA Boys and Girls Basketball National Tournament.